Welcome to Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss the issuance of driver's licenses with 10-year validity. Our road safety reminder in the Young Street Smarts portion centers on what to do when one encounters a double white line road marking. This week's Buying to Per shall be about the limit on the number of passengers in PUVs. Showcase this week shall have the compact sedan from Nissan, the ALMERA VL Turbo and Sport CVT. While for race weekend, we'll talk about the Stefano Rivera's experience competing in virtual and on-track races while in the pandemic.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. NLEX Corporation once again has proof of its commitment to continuously elevate its level of service to motorists and other stakeholders.
NLEX Corporation has again attained ISO certification for complying with Integrated Management System standards for quality, environment, and occupational health and safety. DQS Holdings GmbH, one of the leading certification bodies for management systems worldwide, has again awarded NLEX ISO certification for the following: ISO 9001-2015 for quality management system, ISO 14001-2015 for environmental management system, and ISO 45001-2018 for occupational health and safety management systems. These certifications, valid for another 3 years, serve as proof that NLEX continues to adopt optimal procedures to consistently provide services that meet customer and regulatory requirements, manage environmental responsibilities, and protect the health and safety of workers. In reporting the ISO recertification, NLEX Corporation President and General Manager Luigi Bautista said the company's well-established management systems enable it to adapt to changes and ensure sustainability of operations even amid the challenges brought on by the global COVID-19 pandemic. NLEX has been an ISO-certified company since 2008. Meanwhile, NLEX is working hard towards attaining ISO certification for road traffic safety management systems, or ISO 39001. NLEX's efforts to attain that include instituting and implementing various programs to uphold road safety, such as the continuous maintenance and upgrade of NLEX SCTech assets and facilities, enforcement of traffic laws, conducting lectures and distribution of materials on safe driving practices, and holding of roadshows encouraging motorists to do their part in keeping roads safe.
Achieving ISO recertification even amidst the COVID-19 pandemic says a lot about NLEX's commitment to excellence and care for motorists. The DOTR continues to push for the adoption of an automated fare collection system for mass transport nationwide.
The DOTR has conducted a public consultation on the Automated Fare Collection System, or AFCS national standards that it hopes will help make it more convenient for commuters to pay for rides on buses, rail systems, and other forms of mass transport nationwide. During the public consultation participated in by more than 300 representatives of transport service groups and institutions, Undersecretary for Railways Timothy John Batan outlined the government's vision for cashless, multimodal, open, and interoperable AFCS. Batan also encouraged existing and prospective AFCS providers to start attuning their infrastructure and architecture to the national standards and requirements for AFCS to make a rollout of the system seamless. He said that the DOTR will only be involved in the testing and certification process to ensure compliance with AFCS national standards and to achieve the objective of a national interoperable fare collection system. Bus and rail transit operators, as well as other mass transport companies to be covered by the AFCS, will be allowed to choose their own provider, which necessarily are compliant with national standards.
Commuters should be hoping that, when finally rolled out, the automated fare collection system, in whatever form it may take, would be easily accessible to everyone, affordable, reliable, and secure. The second phase of the North-South Commuter Railway project has gained another step towards completion.
The DOTR, PNR, and the NLEX Corporation have signed a Memorandum of Agreement, or MOA, for the construction of columns for the PNR Clark project. The agreement provides for the construction of columns for the PNR Clark project on the shoulders and median island of the Subic-Clark-Tarlac Expressway, or SCTEX. The MOA also calls for the DOTR and NLEX Corp to coordinate in the design as well as plans for traffic management, safety, and security during the construction of the columns. Present during the MOA signing were DOTR Secretary Art Lugade, NLEX Corp President and General Manager Luigi Bautista, and Chief Finance Officer Maria Teresa Wells, and Basis and Conversion and Development Authority Senior Vice President Joshua Bingkang. The second leg of the NSCR project, the 53-kilometer PNR Clark Phase 2, will connect cities and municipalities in Central Luzon with Metro Manila. It will also link the railway system with the country's first ever airport express service going to the Clark International Airport.
The MOA between the DOTR and the NLEX again showed how cooperation between government and the private sector can serve public interest. Regular riders of the LRT1 should take note of the dates when operations will be suspended and plan their commutes accordingly.
The Light Rail Manila Corporation, or LRMC, announced that the LRT1 operations will be suspended on the following dates: November 28, 2021, January 23, 2022, and January 30, 2022. On those dates, the LRT1 will be conducting a series of test and trial runs to confirm the readiness of its new Alstom signaling system. LRT1 is upgrading to the said signaling system to accommodate the commercial operation of the 4th generation train sets it had ordered and plans to use in 2022. The migration to the new signaling system underscores LRMC's commitment to modernizing the LRT1 and delivering better service to customers, said Enrico Benipayo, LRMC Chief Operating Officer. Benipayo asked regular patrons for understanding for the temporary inconvenience while assuring them that upgrading the signaling system will be beneficial in the long run. The LRMC advised the riding public to take note of the dates when train operations will be suspended and plan their commutes accordingly.
Things are looking looking good for the LRT1's operations with the arrival of new train sets, as well as the installation of a more modern and safe signaling system. Those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. The LTO has started issuing driver's licenses with 10-year validity. Motoring Forum discusses its significance to road safety and concerns about the process for acquiring such a license.
The LTO has begun issuing driver's licenses that are valid for 10 years, implementing Republic Act 10930, which amended the Land Transportation and Traffic Code. Under this, only those without records of violations can be issued the 10-year licenses. Those not qualified for the 10-year licenses can only have licenses that are valid for 5 years. However, the amended Land Transportation and Traffic Code also mandates that all drivers seeking to renew their licenses, whether for a 10 or 5-year validity, must undergo a required comprehensive driver's education or CDE. The CDE comprises a refresher seminar on road traffic regulations and a 25-item test. These new rules for license renewals will make sure that only qualified motorists who possess both driving skills and knowledge of road safety and road courtesy are given the privilege to drive motor vehicles. According to LTO Chief Assistant Secretary Edgar Galvante, when the new rules for license renewals were announced by the agency, some began asking if the new process will really ensure only deserving drivers get their licenses renewed. Others were quick to say that this may just be another burden on motorists who have to pay for the seminar and testing fees. However, the LTO said the CDE seminar will be conducted for a maximum of 5 hours and can be taken for free at LTO Drivers Education Center or for a fee in LTO accredited driving schools. The LTO added that motorists can also take the seminar online via its Land Transportation Management System or LTMS website. Later on, the LTO clarified that motorists can review at their own time or leisure the traffic rules and regulations, right-of-way concerns, and road courtesy from videos, slide presentations, and ebooks that will be made available under the CDE through the LTMS website for free. The exam can also be taken anytime via the LTMS portal with no time limit and for free. The exam will only have 25 randomized items, and motorists only need to get 13 correct answers to pass and be issued a certification of passing. Those who don't pass can immediately retake the test. The LTO later aired other regulations for renewal of licenses, including the need for 5 and 10-year licensee to undergo mandatory periodic medical examinations or PME in LTO accredited medical clinics or government health facilities. On the 3rd year from issuance of 5-year licenses, and on the 4th and 7th year of 4 10-year licenses. Those renewing their licenses can undertake the PMEs within 60 days before their licenses expire. There are many schools of thoughts about the new procedures and requirements for renewing licenses. One is that the 25-item exam with just above 50% passing grade is just too easy. The fact that applicants can immediately retake the exam serves to confirm this. Another is that the process is prone to workarounds that will make it easy for the undeserving to get licenses renewed. A third school of thought argues that the best way to remove bad and undisciplined drivers who somehow got licensed is to just strictly enforce current laws or heavier fines and penalties, including swift and lengthy suspension periods for violations and immediate cancellation of licenses. Still, everyone agrees that there should be a stricter process and requirements for issuing driver's licenses to make our roads safer.
It's too early in the day to make a final judgment on how the LTO is implementing the new law that mandates the issuance of licenses with 5 and 10-year validity. But many believe that the main objective is still to ensure that those who have been given the privilege of driving private or public motorized vehicles have the proper skills, knowledge of road regulations, and discipline. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
The Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
You're back with us here on Motoring Today. In line with our lifelong commitment to promote road safety, here is this week's road safety tip in cooperation with Toyota Motor Philippines.
Double white line means bawal ang mag-overtake sa kahit anong oras. Katulad ng nasa animation, you should stay on your lane all the time. Sa ganitong paraan ay maiiwasan ang aksidente.
More motoring tips for you here on Motoring Today. Proper driver's demeanor while behind the wheel through Mitsubishi Motors Philippines.
Payon Chopper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Alejandro Luico, isang kapwa niyo chopper. Huwag nang ipilit magsakay ng pasahero kung hindi nakasya.
Ang bawat pampasadang sasakyan ay mayroong tinatawag na passenger limit o bilang ng mga pasahero na magkakasya. Kapag puno na, iwasang magtawag pa ng ilan at ipagsiksikan. Tandaan din na bawal maglagay ng ekstra bangko sa gitna ng pampasadang sasakyan.
Palaging isipin na mahalaga rin na komportable ang ating mga pasahero. Ito po si Alejandro Luico, Payon Chopper lang, kaibigan mula sa inyong kapwa niyo chopper.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
The Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next. We start with the latest news and developments.
Joshua Nabos of the Terming Tuning Factory team topped the AM class in Race 5 of the Formula V1 Virtual Cup Championship round held last November 20. Pia Pascual of Gempor Racing earned second-place honors with Francis Metrillo of Stregowo VRS ending the virtual race in third. Highlighting his dominant performance in Race 5, Nabos recorded the fastest lap of 2 minutes and 1.046 seconds. Race 6 saw Roy Numeriparip of RNR Motorsport topping the AM class, staving off the challenge of John Paul Castillo of Club 500, who finished the race in second. Joining them on the Race 6 virtual podium was Joshua David Marquez of the Legion of Racers in third. While not finishing on the podium, Nabos again recorded the fastest lap of Race 6 with a time of 2 minutes and 0.417 seconds.
More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. In this edition of Race Weekend, we feature Estefano Rivera and his experience at competing in sim races during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, and going back to racing on the track as the health restrictions are eased. Like everything else, local motorsport has been heavily affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. First, nipping the 2020 local motorsport season in the bud. Then, spawning greater interest in sim racing from virtual racing enthusiasts as well as local racers from grassroots to higher forms of racing looking to sate their thirst for motorsports competition. The pandemic also has seen local race organizers and sponsors alike, the Tuason Racing and Toyota Motor Philippines, holding sim racing events, first in 2020 and 2021. Among local motorsport stars who tried their hand at sim racing when the COVID-19 pandemic shut down the 2020 motorsport season is Estefano Rivera. The 2019 Slalom King and Formula V1 Challenge champion participated in a race for Frontliner, the Toyota GR GT Cup, and the Formula V1 Virtual Cup. Estefano missed racing so much, he just had to try sim racing.
Habang walang karera outside, kahit syempre due to the pandemic, nakate rin kami, kasama ako doon na to join one of these races, this virtual cup races. And actually besides na for fun siya, it also made me learn a few things na even sa virtual race track matututunan mo. So it was a fun experience, and being competitive was a bonus because it was really fun.
Even for an experienced and champion racer, racing on virtual tracks proved a tough learning curve for Estefano.
Well, sa akin, actually mas kailangan mag-practice compared to the real-life racing. Sa virtual, it's for me, very competitive kasi everyone, has fortunately, they have a TV, simulator. It's easy for them to practice for hours. Unlike pag nasa racetrack ka, you have to rent the racetrack, go there. So, konting seat time lang. But here, halos unlimited seat time. So, I actually learned from the top racers, sila Luis Moreno, Russell Reyes, my teammate rin in Avenger, si Inigo Anton, for really professional sim racers with their equipment, and they've been doing it for years. So, I actually learned from them kasi it's different driving style with the real races.
Motorsports, racing on the real tracks and courses, slowly made a return in 2021, even as interest in sim racing continued to grow with more virtual races being held, including the Toyota GR GT Cup and the Formula V1 Virtual Cup. Estefano was among those who regularly crossed over from virtual to real racing. When Toyota decided to resume the Vios Cup, Estefano found himself being conscripted by Cosco Oben to race for the Avengers racing team. The invitation came with expectations for a championship.
Expectations, syempre, not just for me, pero yung team rin namin, Avengers Racing, our expectations and goals are to win the championship, to be first overall. Kaya I was very blessed. Kaswerte sabi ni Boss Cosco last minute yun na we need a super sporting driver. Kasi joke pa niya ako na syempre kailangan champion, pero let's do it the right way. So siguro he told me a month before the first leg. Kasi at that time it wasn't sure yet dahil na pandemic. Hindi pa sure Toyota was gonna push through. Tapos we just prepared immediately. We made sure yung kotse from 2 years ago, kasi walang COVID, walang karera 2020, was still okay. Tawag doon, we checked all the parts, everything. Tapos ako syempre, prepare na rin ako physically. Hindi na nasanay sa bahay. Walang exercise. So, yun na yun. We really prepared.
Estefano emerged as overall champion of the super sporting class of the Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup, winning 4 of the 9 races held over 3 legs, coming in second thrice, third once, and finishing out of the podium in just 1 round, race number 3.
Actually, it was a good race because from that position 14, we finished first at the race. Last 4 laps to last 5 laps, nalustan ko si Gerard Lloyd at that time. So it was really nice, a good race. The problem was during scrutineering the weighing area, we were underweight na mali sa computation ng paglagay ng gas by 5 kilos, 6 kilos. So small margins pero sayang yung points.
So how did it feel racing under COVID-19 pandemic restrictions?
Well, different siguro in a way net was the safety precautions. Tapos just to go to practice, kailangan ng PCR test, those kinds of stuff, safety protocol. Pero regarding yung kami as racers or the competition, it was actually parang nothing different. Actually parang it became, hindi naman more serious, pero everyone, since people can't really be outside because of the pandemic, so some other racers, parang ako, ilang beses sa Clark matulog. Parang naging second home na ang Clark. So everyone was also a bonding experience, pero syempre safe kami. But yun, it was race-wise, it's the same. The pandemic lang yun, safety kami, which Toyota did a great job regarding ng mga PCR tests, promoting social distancing, tas yung controlled environment. So I think that was the only difference. Pero overall, it was still a great season for all the drivers.
So what's next for Estefano after earning another championship, even during a COVID-19 affected motorsport season?
For sure, I'll join next year's slalom. Regarding circuit racing, we'll see pa. Kasi mahirap na yun eh. Not sure with GT, pwede rin. Or I'm not sure if I can join again yung mga biggest cup. Tapos mga event. So, actually want to enjoy next year naman na just watching the future generation.
What about e-races?
Of course, I think I'll give it a try. We'll see. Siyempre, I don't want to pressure myself in too much kasi very competitive right now ang sim racing, and I can see it's getting bigger, not just dito sa country pero across Asia and the world. So we'll see. I'll probably give it a try.
Estefano also took the chance to thank the people who made on-track racing possible this year, even while in a pandemic, and those who have been instrumental on his success.
So my sponsors, siyempre number one, Mom and Dad Racing. They would really support me in every way they can. So I want to thank them. Also my family members, my relatives, to all their support and prayers to everyone. Tapos syempre the team, Avengers Racing, Costco Oben, everyone, grabe. This championship really was a whole team effort. So I want to thank them. And syempre to TMP, to Wasson Racing for making another great event. And hopefully sana matuloy the biggest cup. And also Wasson Racing for these events right now in the virtual racing world, sana rin they will excel in the future. As for slalom, also Race Motorsports, Tita Bing Bang, see you next year. Most thank you God for everything.
The COVID-19 pandemic opened alternative pathways toward a career in motorsports, both on a track and in virtual racing circuits. It will be interesting to see how this develops as we head on to the new normal. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. Motoring Today continues right after this break.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Live extra
with the Mitsubishi Xpander Cross. Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Mazda prides itself in rolling out stylish premium SUVs and sedans. This now extends to the pickup it added to the local Mazda lineup, the all-new BT50. Mazda Philippines says the all-new BT50 has been rebuilt from ground up to add premium car-like comfort, elegance, and style to the strength, stance, and functionality of its dedicated workhorse. The new BT50 brings power and stature and prestige into the pickup market as it sits proudly among the rest of Mazda's Skoda Soul of Motion-inspired lineup, according to Mazda Philippines President and CEO Steven Tan. Customers will find in the new BT50 the same premium quality, comfort, durability, and driving satisfaction that they have come to expect from every Mazda, Tan added. Mazda is offering the Mazda BT50 in 3 variants, including a 4x4 automatic, all powered by a 3-liter inline intercooled equipped variable geometry turbo diesel engine that generates 190 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque. It is also equipped with the latest safety, driver assist, and smart connectivity features found in Mazda's flagship models, including MAST, the Mazda Active Safety Technology. As with every other brand new Mazda model, the all-new BT50 comes with a 5-year free service plan offering the expenses of periodic maintenance at either 6-month or 10,000 km intervals for up to 5 years or 100,000 kilometers. The holidays may also be the season for new slogans. Mitsubishi Motors Philippines Corporation MMPC has just come out with a new local slogan, Life Made Better. In explaining the new slogan, MMPC President and CEO Takeshi Hara says it reflects the carmaker's revitalized commitment to significantly contribute to enriching the car life experience for Filipinos. The Life Made Better slogan also expresses MMPC's aim to significantly contribute to the recovery and growth of the Philippine economy. The company is well placed to attain that goal as it is one of the remaining car brands still assembling vehicles in the country. The MMPC factory in Santa Rosa, Laguna produces the Mitsubishi Mirage, the Mirage G4, and the L300, generating thousands of jobs as well as business opportunities for local suppliers. MMPC also plans to add more of its network of dealerships, now numbering 59 nationwide. Honda Cars Philippines has brought in the 11th generation Civic just in time for the traditional holiday rush for vehicle sales. Honda Civic fans will love that all 3 variants offered locally are powered by the same 1.5-liter 4-cylinder DOHC VTEC turbo engine that generates 178 PS and 240 Nm of torque, all mated to a continuously variable transmission. Honda loyalists should also be excited by the inclusion of a variant already in RS trim. The top-of-the-line RS Turbo CVT Honda Sensing features black painted side mirrors, door handles, shark fin antenna, trunk spoiler, chrome-finished dual exhaust pipes, and matte black wheels, as well as the 10.2-inch full digital instrument cluster and suede leather upholstery. The RS, S, and V variants come with Honda Sensing, a suite of driver assist technologies as well as other advanced passive and active safety features that include speed-sensing door locks and multi-view reverse camera. The all-new Civic is longer than its predecessor, comes with a lengthier wheelbase and hood, and according to Honda, has been designed to look more mature with both elegance and sportiness in mind. Standard features include keyless entry system and automatic climate control, as well as touchscreen display audio systems with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay capability, with the RS getting the larger screen along with wireless Apple CarPlay. The infotainment system powers 4 speakers in the S, 8 speakers in the V, and 12-speaker Bose sound system in the RS. Prices are 1.29 million pesos for the S Turbo CVT, 1.498 million for the V Turbo CVT, and 1.69 million for the RS Turbo CVT.
Our car of the week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. For a while, it's been relatively quiet on the passenger sedan front. But lately, there's a lot of noise in the segment causing some excitement. And interestingly enough, it comes from NISSAN, which rolled out a new, more attractive ALMERA.
Nissan Philippines has rolled out the all-new ALMERA and gone as the ungainly subcompact 4-door 5-seater sedan with a dated exterior and outmoded interior, and whose chief attractions were its roomy cabin and excellent air conditioning system. In its place is a sleek and sporty-looking sedan that Nissan says that is equipped with the state-of-the-art comfort and convenience features and driver assist and safety technologies that match or surpass its competition in the segment. The top-of-the-line all-new Nissan ALMERA VL Turbo N Sport CVT looks cool, taking up space that is 4,530mm long, 1,740mm wide, and 1,460mm tall. Even the terms that Nissan uses to describe the design concept and external features sound cool. The concept, emotional geometry. The external features, V-motion grille, boomerang LED headlamps and taillights, LED signature daytime lamps, kick-up C-pillars, floating roof. The top-of-the-line ALMERA looks especially sharp with N-Sport designed front and rear bumpers, dark chrome V-motion grille, silver finish outside door mirrors, and the 16-inch N-Sport design alloy wheel strapped by 205/55R16 tires. It also comes with turn signals and AVM or round view monitor cameras on the side view mirrors, which by the way power adjust and fold. The all-new ALMERA is equipped with a keyless entry system with top-of-the-line variant also getting the intelligent key that allows driver to lock or unlock doors and start the engine even with key fob in pocket. Nissan claims the all-new ALMERA still maintains the best-in-class in-cabin roominess while upping the ante in interior design, comfort, and convenience features as well as smart connectivity. The ALMERA 1.0 VL Turbo N Sport CVT sports black leather interiors with contrast stitching for the seats to match the black trim on the door panels and the soft touch surfaces on the dashboard. The driver's seat slides and reclines and can be adjusted for height but only manually. The front passenger seat also manually slides and reclines and features a seat back pocket. The rear seat back splits and folds 60/40 to allow easy access to the trunk, which offers best-in-class 474 liters of space for luggage or other carry-ons. The seat back also features a fold-down center armrest with cup holders. Nissan also upgraded the ALMERA dashboard, which now features a new 7-inch TFT meter with integrated drive assist display. The D-shaped steering wheel is wrapped in leather, tilts and telescopes, and features controls for audio, hands-free phone, and TFT meter and drive assist display. It also is integrated with a voice recognition system. Other comfort and convenience features include power door locks and windows, single-zone automatic air conditioning, and engine push-start-stop system. The ALMERA infotainment system has also been upgraded with the Nissan 8-inch advanced touchscreen display system that comes with radio tuner, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth, auxiliary, and USB portals, in-glass type antenna, as well as 6 speakers. Underneath the hood of the all-new ALMERA is a 1-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine that generates 100 PS at 5,000 revolutions per minute and 152 Nm of torque, which Nissan claims leads the segment. This is made into an Xtronic continuously variable transmission that sends all that power and torque smoothly to the front wheels. The ALMERA rides 135mm off the ground and comes with a 2,620mm long wheelbase. The suspension features independent McPherson struts with stabilizer on the front wheels and torsion beams in the rear. The brake system uses ventilated front disc and rear drums. The ALMERA comes with rack and pinion electric power steering system. All this makes the ALMERA both safe and easy, and when the spirit moves, a fun sedan to drive. Nissan is also making sure the ALMERA won't be lacking for armaments when the fight comes to who's got more new tech. The all-new ALMERA now comes with Nissan intelligent mobility features that provide monitoring and intervention technology, giving car owners added driving confidence and safety. And the top-of-the-line ALMERA, these features include intelligent forward collision warning, intelligent forward emergency braking, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, as well as the intelligent around view monitor with moving object detection. The ALMERA VL Turbo N Sport CVT boasts of having safety features that heretofore come only in vehicles at upper end of the automotive market. These include driver, front passenger, side and curtain airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts with pre-tensioner, load limit and height adjust for driver and front passenger, and 3-point ELR seatbelts for 3 in the back, ISOFIX and tether anchors, alarm and immobilizer. It also comes with anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution and vehicle dynamic control. The all-new Nissan ALMERA starts at 728,000 pesos for the 1.0 EL Turbo MT, with the top-of-the-line 1.0 VL Turbo and Sport CVT priced at 1,098,000 pesos. For a worry-free ownership, the all-new ALMERA comes with a vehicle warranty, the first in its segment of 5 years or 150,000 kilometers, whichever comes first.
The competition in the passenger sedan market just got a lot hotter with the arrival of the cool, all-new Nissan ALMERA. That's our featured vehicle on this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
All-new Isuzu Mu X. Take the lead.
The Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
We now have our segment that dwells on the wide array of motoring problems, not only in the metro, but all over the country as well. This is where we present problems referred to us, or we ourselves see, and hope to fully find solutions for. Our public service segment is next.
We have recently reported about the move of the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, to monitor the movement of public utility vehicles, or PUVs, starting off with buses in the EDSA busway through the Central PUV Monitoring System. Under this system, the transport agency will monitor the number of PUVs out on the road, their speed, routes, estimated time of arrivals, and even possible violations like going out of lane, taking too long at stops, overspeeding, and yes, colorum operations. While this initiative is a good and helping move, how else can the government monitor PUV drivers and operators and even commuters' malpractices? One suggestion from our viewers, Christopher Donis, is putting up CCTV cameras. This way, abuse and malpractices of the said groups will be prevented. It's good to note that the public is really now airing their concerns and suggestions for the betterment of everyone. This shall be forwarded to authorities for the proper action.
that's our public service segment this week. And should you yourself encounter motoring problems that need immediate attention, please feel free to contact us. See the details being flashed on your screen. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to follow us on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today. Now on its 35th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!